Hey everyone, welcome to Love and Life's Journey. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Chantel, and today I have some more Valentine DIY projects for you. And as always, they are easy on the budget and easy to do. If you are new to my channel and you like DIY projects, especially Dollar Tree DIYs or DIYs on a budget, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around a while because I do a lot of that here on this channel. And don't forget to hit the bell when it appears and set your notifications so that YouTube will notify you when I upload new videos. So let's not wait any longer. Let's jump right in and get started on these Valentine DIYs.
The first project is this decorative no-sew throw pillow. For this I will be using one of these microfiber cleaning cloths that you can find in the automotive section at Dollar Tree. And I'll be using this pink jump rope found in the toy section. And I'll be using one of the hearts off of this Valentine headband. I will also be using some polyester fiber fill because I have this on hand. You can use anything you want to stuff your pillow with. And I'll be using my hot glue gun and glue sticks to assemble this project. First I'm going to take the microfiber cloth and I'm just going to fold it in half and line up the edges. Then I'm going to hot glue all the way around the edges and just gluing the two sides together, and I will leave a small opening in the one side so that I'll be able to turn this inside out. Now, of course, if you have a sewing machine and you would prefer to sew this, you could certainly do that, but I wanted to show that there is a no-sew option to making this pillow as well. Next I'm going to take the jump rope and I am just going to take a pair of scissors and cut off the handles off of each end of the rope. And then very carefully I'm going to take a lighter and I'm going to melt the ends of the rope. Now if you do this too much, the rope will catch on fire, so be careful, but this will just keep it from fraying. Next I'm going to remove one of the hearts from the headband, and I just kind of tore this off carefully, and it does rip the fabric on the back of the heart, but that's not going to show, so it really didn't matter. For the next step, I'm just going to take my polyester fiber fill and stuff the pillow. I stuffed mine pretty loosely, but you can put as much stuffing in this as you like. And like I said, you can use various types of things to stuff this. If you have something else available, then by all means use it. And once my pillow is stuffed, I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to kind of fold those ends in and close up that opening with the hot glue. Next I'm going to take the jump rope and I'm going to start forming my word in cursive letters to spell out home, and I'm using some Scotch tape just to help hold this in place as I form it, just so I can get my spacing correct. And since I'm using the heart for my letter O, then I place that so that I can get my spacing right and finish laying out my word. Now here I decided I didn't like how it was looking, so I took it off and changed up the way I was doing my M, and that's why it's so important to use the Scotch tape first and get it all laid out before you start gluing anything down. When I get to the end, I just trim off the jump rope and then I'm going to melt that end as well. Once I have the word laid out, I am going to start gluing it down to the pillow, and I'll just remove one piece of tape at a time and add a little hot glue and just glue it down as I go. Now you do want to be careful doing this. You don't want to get too much hot glue and you don't want it to drip on your pillow because it will be pretty much impossible to get off. You might be able to trim it off with scissors once it dries, but just be really careful and use just a very little bit of glue as you're doing this. Now obviously, because I am assembling this pillow using hot glue, it would definitely not be machine washable. You would just want to spot clean this with a damp rag. And to finish this pillow off, I'm going to glue that heart that I took off of the headband on for the O in the word home. And this is all finished. I love how this looks. It's super cute and would make a really cute gift or just a decor item to have around your house. My next project is another no-sew pillow. The only thing I will be using for this pillow is one of these fleece baby blankets, and they had them in the pink with gray hearts, and they also had blue with gray hearts. And with this blanket you could make 2 of these heart-shaped pillows. And then the only other thing that you'll need is something to stuff your pillow with. So once I remove the blanket from the package, I'm just going to fold it in half so that it is a double layer of the fabric. And then I just made a heart pattern using some of this brown wrapping paper that I had. You can just use any type of paper and make a pattern, or if you already have a pattern, the size that you want. And so I just drew out the heart on this paper that's folded in half, and then I'll cut it out and then I'll use this as my pattern. Again, I found it easiest just to tape the pattern down to the fabric. The tape sticks really well, and then I was just able to cut right around the pattern and then just pull the tape off of the fabric. Then using a ruler and some sharp scissors, I am going to make some cuts all the way around the heart. I'm going to cut about 1.5 inches in from the edge of the heart, and I'm going to space these about 1/4 to 1/2 inch apart, so I end up with these little strips all the way around the heart. Then I'm going to take the top strip and the bottom strip and just tie them together in a knot. And I am going to go all the way around the heart, just tying the top and the bottom strips together. So I'll have all these knots all the way around the heart. And I will leave a space open at the bottom of the heart so I can stuff it. Now, since I used all of my polyester fiber fill on that first pillow, I looked to see what I had on hand, and I actually had some tulle on hand, so I am just using that to stuff this pillow. Like I said, use what you've got. And then once the pillow is stuffed, I'm going to finish tying the strips the rest of the way around the heart so it's all closed up. And that's it. How easy is that? I love that. This is even a project that you could probably do with your kids. So I love these 2 pillows. They're great Valentine decor, and they would also make great gifts. The next project is this really cute Valentine garland, and some of these other items that you see in this picture are from previous DIY videos I've done, so I will put the links to those in the description box below as well. For this project, I am using these Valentine heart containers. I will be using 5 containers, but it depends on how long you want to make your garland, how many you'll use. I am also going to add some of these LED lights to mine, but this is completely optional. And I'll be using one of these scarves from Dollar Tree as well. So first I'm going to take my heart containers, and like I said, I'll be using 5. That's about how many will fit with just using one scarf. And they do have some of these little strings inside of one of the hearts, along with these little cute little Happy Valentine's Day tags. I'm going to set those aside and maybe use those for something else, but I will be using the strings along with the hearts. So I laid out my scarf, and I am going to tie a knot in the scarf about every 6 inches or so, and I'm tying them very loosely because I'm going to be looping my lights or stringing my lights through these knots to help hold them on. Tying them loosely makes it much easier to do this. Once I have the lights strung on the scarf, I am going to take the heart containers and use the strings that came with them and just tie them on, one at each knot. So what's really fun about this is these heart containers will still open once you tie the strings through them, and you can put some fun things in this for Valentine's Day. You could make your garland long enough by using a couple of scarves, and you could use 14 hearts and do like a countdown to Valentine's Day from February 1st to the 14th. And you could put some fun notes in them or some candies. You can just be creative. But I think this is so cute. I like it actually more without the lights on, but if you like the lighted look, you can do that too. My last project would make such a cute gift, and they are so easy to make. These are date dice, and some of them I have seen around that you can buy are a little R-rated or maybe even X-rated, so mine are much cleaner. To make these, you will need 1 package of these foam dice that you can find in the toy section of Dollar Tree, and some white paint. I'm using this ivory colored chalk paint just because that's what I had on hand. And you'll need some Mod Podge. Now I created this document that has the different things for you to put on the dice, and I will put the link in the description box below for where you can go to download this for free. And this is just my version. You can create your own if you like. First, I'm going to give my dice 2 coats of paint using this chalk paint, and I recommend you use a craft paint or chalk paint for this and not a spray paint, because a lot of times when you use spray paint on foam, the spray paint kind of has a chemical reaction with the foam and it gets really sticky and it kind of melts the foam and it doesn't dry well. At least that's been my experience. And while my paint is drying, I'm going to cut out the squares that I'm going to be putting on my dice. The squares that go on dice number 1 do not have a black border around the words, and the squares that go on dice number 2 do have a black border around the words. That way you can tell them apart, and you want to make sure that you get them on the correct dice. Then using Mod Podge, I am going to just paint some on each side of the dice and put one square on each side. Once they've had a chance to dry a little bit, then I'll go back over them and paint over all of them with Mod Podge just to seal them all on really well. And here they are, these fun date dice. You roll them and it gives you an idea. This says kiss at the mall, so that means you have to go to the mall, and probably you're going to do more than just kiss when you're at the mall. You might eat something or just shop around, do window shopping, or if there's something special going on at the mall, you'll check that out. Here's hug in the park. Well, if you go to the park, then you'll probably do more than just hug. You'll probably play on the swings, or just take a walk, or maybe play frisbee or something like that. And this one is kiss somewhere you've never been. So then you have to think of a place that you've never been before. And so it's just a fun way to get some ideas of a date to go on. And if you want to give this as a gift, just wrap some ribbon around it, and I'm tying one of those Happy Valentine's Day hearts on it from those heart containers I used in the last project, and what a cute little gift this is. I hope you enjoyed these easy Valentine DIY gift and decor projects. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. And if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell, and then set your notifications so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Remember to go click on that link in the description box below to my Valentine DIY playlist and check out my other Valentine projects. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.